All right, this is Courts of the Lords of the Expanse, Part 17. I don't know, maybe we could just jump right into it. Unless people really want to give a recap or have something on their minds to say. Otherwise, just sort of setting the tone. You all were. You all made it to the Mecetti compound. Some of you were there before others. There were these, giant metal stormtrooper-esque droids that were this advanced tech that was fighting and trying to kidnap members of House Mecetti. Oh yeah, and I think one of my favorite parts was, Gino showing up with Zuda Zorbo's sister, right in the middle of everything, as things are blowing up and getting destroyed, and she's still here. However, Rusty put up a valiant fight. He got right in the middle of it, chipped his tusk, and was revived by Jawa Jimmy. Any other highlights before Genos came in and started slicing things up? Oh, Katira's amazing little aerial acrobatics.
Ran into a droid and got nothing. The pain.
I think that Rusty should reach out to Jim Scrimshaw, see if there's any kind of restitution for that busted tusk.
I'm gonna sue you, droid.
That droid was using the Force. They're not allowed to.
For those who don't remember, Jim Scrimshaw is our shady lawyer friend who his defense and prosecution strategy is always it was the Force. Jim Scrimshaw, Force lawyer. What a great character.
They could have used him a lot in the Acolyte.
Have not got past episode 2, but I think Jim Scrimshaw would have been, I don't know, not born for another 200 years. Could have been a...
Well, he a payday.
I was born 200 years too late. Okay. So the dust is settled. You guys are still in the Mecetti compound. People, everything's quieted down. Genos has taken off after the figure that he saw at the very end. Let's see.
Genos always chasing shadows.
Bailey's, and I'll move her out of here. And Zuda go off to talk for a little bit, and you guys are in a great hall. People are cleaning up the debris, things that have happened after the battle. You have a whole bunch of guards now that it's not a surprise. People know there's attack. The guards are organized. They're guarding everyone, obviously, and people that you've rescued are here. People that were elsewhere are sort of gathered here. So there's more people here than what I've thrown up here. And feels like people are shell-shocked. This is crazy. This is something that shouldn't and hasn't ever happened in living memory, and probably for generations for the Mecetti house. As this is all, people are sort of recovering, Rim's sister goes up to Bota. She says, "First, I wanted to thank you for rescuing me. Let me know if I can repay the favor. While our family might loathe foreign diplomats, I don't think I mind you that much. And as
Let's get a brooch."
Did this mission cycle just become The Bachelor? I feel like everyone is just, it's Love Island.
Do I get the brooch now?
Or are you going home? This is the brooch ceremony.
To be honest, I feel like the whole mission arc is so out of control now, given that we haven't even made it to the main gala that we were supposed to be going to in the first place. I was like,
Here's the secret.
we handed an entire
We're-
planetary system to a
We're never
Iron
going to
Admiral
that
and
ball.
showed up here.
It's just going to
Yeah.
be mission after mission after mission. It's going to be Courts Part 42, and we're still not going to be at the ball.
I feel like Cal Omos is personally going to fly here just to shame us by attending the gala and telling us all to go home because we've completely failed at anything.
So then he feels bad and asks you to dance.
Then he gives me a brooch. I know I put you guys through a lot, and that was on me. Shouldn't have done that.
So,
So
Bodé,
to repay you for all of your kind work.
Bota, you get this brooch. Now, Bota, if you wear that brooch.
Gonna throw this brooch out. If you're not interested, you just throw it right back.
I think we should get an apartment together. After all this is done.
Once this whole thing gets sorted out.
I think we should get an apartment together.
High ceilings.
I miss you, Musk.
We're both aging gracefully, I can see.
It'll be like only murders in the building. Just two old men.
Two old men acting like they're single, but who are both probably married.
Okay. All right. So she finishes. She wasn't done. She didn't give you a brooch. She just says, "I don't think I mind you that much." But as part of her paying that favor, I wanted you to know that the High Lord will be here shortly. So if you have any sort of diplomatic entanglements you need to handle first, now's the time. And she gives you a wink and walks away. So if you think about it, you've got people tied up, you've got hope, you've got all these things going on. What do you want to do? Like, this is your chance to sort of do some things before things might start changing. Or if the High Lord comes and sees certain things, you know, no one can question his authority here. So not even any of you without, you know, horrible consequences. I mean,
Diplomatic immunity still exists here, right?
yeah, I mean, but you would just be like kicked out of the. Then you'd never go to the ball.
Oh,
But you know, do you want me to remind you of some of your loose threads, or do you guys know, or what you want to do, or?
I feel like it would only be natural for Cal to check in on us at this point in time somewhere to be able to get some type of update on our progress.
I mean, he might,
Completely threw off our group.
but right now everything's in lockdown. Like, you guys couldn't even leave this area unless you went into the crypts and snuck out.
Well,
I
Ren
have
brought
a lot of
his girlfriend in, and I brought my friend in, and I think we should talk to my friend. Unless anybody else has an idea.
She's still alive?
Your friend? My friend?
Your friend.
Oh, she's still alive. Last I saw. I asked Rem if he wanted me to kill her, and he said, or Rusty said, I shouldn't do it.
And our friend, I think, is also stable.
Yeah, that's a dangerous one. I think we should kill that one.
I'm very concerned about what the biddings of that whole thing was. Does Hope have any idea who she is or what she's about?
I think she knows her name is Hope, and she's here because we brought her here.
No, I'm saying, does Hope know who this mystery?
She didn't seem like it. She didn't seem like she knew who this person was. The person might have known her. You don't really have an idea.
I feel very much conflicted, given that Hope came into our care through a very weird transaction, and right almost instantaneously after that, we were approached by this dark force and attacked maliciously for nothing other than peering through a doorway.
Nothing other than spying on them when we could have just walked past them.
We could have just minded our own business in our own home.
Right, and they just pulled out a lightsaber and tried to do. I'm going to be honest. I don't believe you, mostly because there's no way that I open a door, peek in, and don't cause somebody to have reason to attack me. I mean, there's a
You're
reason I had to
doubting
get
my
rid of
intentions.
Gamma.
You thought I was egging this person on to come and refract my blaster bolt into my head?
That's possible.
Katira, obviously you and I are on two different paths. If you know me, I'm only going to pick a battle I know I can win, and this one was definitely a flip of the coin.
So you picked a fight that was a flip of the coin? Oh, you're saying that you didn't pick the fight and it was a flip of the coin.
Yeah, I basically got drawn into it. It would not have been my choice. Given the circumstances and who I was with at the point in time that we came across this, primary mission was to get Hope out of the building alive and out of the crypt. Stumbling upon this
So it's
person
Rem's
was a sidebar. I will always blame Rem for everything, especially when he's not around to defend himself. Inviting us to his home planet. This is the kind of hospitality I receive.
Right, we show up and it's all a mess. He said it was going to be parties and fun time, and Rusty's almost died. You've almost died. Brim's missing a hand. I mean, if that's what he thinks a good time, I was not expecting it.
Speaking of that, I think we should probably get him to some kind of medical attention. Is there somewhere in the Mecetti house that we can take him, or does we have to? I mean, I know this place is locked down, but I think they would recognize that he's injured. We need to get attention.
Yeah, that's true. Since he's not
I think
here,
we should get him a hook for a hand.
Since he's not here, maybe
Since he's not here.
Maybe that's what. No, we're not. Since he's not here, we're gonna give him a hook for a hand. No, we'll. I don't know if they have a cyberneticist here. Like that would be pretty crazy to be like, we have a cyberneticist. I mean, I'll see. And a 9 or a 10, they have one here. Nope. They can patch up his hand so it's like not wires sticking out, but they don't really have a doctor here that can reattach his hand.
I mean, can they? They can't even, like, he's going to be going around one-handed.
Yep. Unless somebody here has a high base technical.
Wait,
Can we give
his
him,
hand
like,
was already a
prosthetic?
cybernetic hand?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was bleeding out.
Nope, they broke off his cybernetic hand.
Oh, well, I don't care then. Who cares? Yeah, give him a hook.
Yeah, he's not bleeding out. He's got a cybernetic hand. I mean, Jawa Jimmy has 40 plus 1. He could try to reattach it.
Jawa Jimmy's still outside the window peering in, isn't he?
No, he came in.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Sparky's here too, except Sparky wasn't really welcomed.
Did we deactivate Sparky so he doesn't make a mess while we're in here in lockdown?
No.
You still don't have a restraining bolt on that guy? Oh my gosh, so irresponsible of you.
Joe and Jimmy doesn't need a restraining bolt. He believes in, well, Joe Jimmy pauses. I take that back. Well, let me see if I have a restraining bolt.
That's like having a booba without a leash.
okay, here is the thing, cybernetic hand. To fix, it's difficult. So let's take a quick look. Right, that is difficult. So you'd have to roll a 16. I'll just give it the base. You'd have to roll a 16 on 4d6 plus 2 to reattach his hand. That's
What do
an
you think,
average-
guys?
It's an average of a 3.8. So all fours but 1 3.
That's not very good odds, but hey,
That's not
if
very
you
good
mess
odds.
up a
I'm not
little
gonna
bit
pass.
and his hand's halfway on, I guess that's better than not having anything.
I say
Or
we
he can
give him
still
a hand.
drink with his hand. So
Wow,
go with
put
it.
it on backwards so the fingers bend the other direction.
You got to give him a hand like Chubbs and Happy Gilmore.
I thought you were gonna say like Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin.
You went with
Just rolls
Chubb.
down the alley.
I mean, you could always try
Give him a
it.
wooden hand.
Oh, it was a rubber hand. Remember, because he got the sponsorship at the end from Trojan Condoms, because he was the rubber man.
Well, it did on Kingpin, but if it's on Happy Gilmore, it's a wooden hand.
Yeah, we don't need those space crocodiles or rocket alligators. All right, Jimmy, do you want to try it or no?
Yeah, I can go roll for it. Also, I just accidentally closed the window. Dang it.
That's okay. So you'll be rolling because you don't have. So this would be medicine.
Is it medicine or is it technical or is it?
Well, it says cyborging.
Is that a subclass of medical or ooh, what is cyborg?
But you have first aid, but you don't
Yeah.
have medical.
Right, that's true. I do have advanced.
Or
No, not cybernetic. It's Android programming and program repairs. That probably won't be applicable here.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to see what we have in terms of skills. Okay, so it says medicine, specializing in cyborging. Feels like cyborging should just be its own thing. Okay, well I'm looking at our skills that we wrote. Yeah, okay, sorry. It's cyborg. No, it's medicine. Yeah, it is. So it's medicine. Medicine. So first aid is like I'm treating a wound. Medicine is performing complex operating procedures. And it's an advanced skill. And you could specialize in cyborgs.
Huh.
Or cyborging. Okay, so you have 46 plus 2.
Let's give it a shot.
Need to.
Oh, so close. If you had got one more, he would have been fixed.
So it's just slightly off.
So here's the thing. What this means is he can use his hand. And it works almost fine, but it's going to be minus 1d dex in that hand.
Until he gets it properly repaired. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Let me write this down.
We attempted to.
Jimmy fixes, in quotations, Rim's hand.
I thought you were gonna say his hand works, but he's always sticking up his middle finger.
Only his pinky is always hyperextended.
He won't be able to hold the glass, so he can't actually drink.
Every time he grabs the blaster, it's like he's grabbing a cup of tea.
I'm sorry, that's way better. What did I do with his pinky? I can't get it to work. Will it always be like this? Yeah, until someone else fixes it who actually knows what they're doing.
All right. Okay, cool. So one thing checked off the list. Now, do you want to talk to any of your quote-unquote friends? You have at least 2.
I feel
Maybe
like
3?
Rem's uncle should be like helping fill in some of the blanks here. Is he still around?
Let's see. Nope. He's gone off to prepare for the High Lord's visit.
So these guards, are they droids or humans?
They're humans. These are just Mecetti house guards, the ones that.
So I'm gonna inquisitive into some of these guards. It's like, where are your posts in the crypts? Are you guys not guarding the most vulnerable entrance to House Mecetti?
Says, okay, so you talk to a random guard. It says, the crypts. What? What are you talking about?
What?
What?
Yeah, the way I came to be in this place was not through the front door, and I walked literally into it without a single problem. Why is there no posting down there?
So, I didn't. We should get a report from you, so we can understand this vulnerability. As far as we're aware, there's no access points to the crypts from inside the house.
Do you have any surveillance posted down there? If you don't have a guard posted there?
No, the crypts are outside. We have people guarding the entrances.
Does this individual that I'm talking to look trustworthy?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look super senior, but...
I mean, I'm just saying it's possible that only some people know about the access from the crypts, like Rem. And it seemed like his uncle was not surprised that he was coming in from there.
Yeah, I would find it very odd that a guard of the house wouldn't necessarily know about that, knowing that they would see family members coming and going from there.
But maybe they don't want them to guard it on purpose so that nobody can talk about what they do.
Sure. Very plausible. Perfectly healthy. Perfectly normal. All right. I'll move my inquisition somewhere else.
Yeah, he's like, make sure you talk to the captain, and he passes along his info, and the guard says, I'll let him know you'll talk to him.
All right, Katira, why don't you do what you do best? Handle a knife very closely to these two individuals to see what information we can get out of them without inflicting any further pain unless necessary.
First, I thought you meant the
Right.
guards. I was like, wait a second. This isn't going to go over very well.
The High Lord comes and sees us.
We're just torturing your guards about the crypts.
Waterboarding them.
Yeah, which one are we talking to first?
Whichever one's most conscious, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how comfortable I am with your one waking up with these guards around him. Also, addendum to that, I'm not sure how comfortable I am with your one waking up at all. Is there any way to prevent these? I mean, they got their lightsaber still. Please tell me that Rem took that from them. Are you seriously telling me you don't know if Rem took a lightsaber from them?
It's all a blur. It's just a flash of lights, and I was knocked out laying on the ground. Who knows what happened down there? I got up and I ran straight into another firefight.
To be fair, yeah, Bota was knocked out.
Let's make sure they don't have any weapons in the room.
Why don't we ask Hope? She was there. She saw the whole thing.
Yeah, she's sort of standing in the corner looking around, very awkward. She's still wearing Katira's clothes.
Hope, good. Hope, I want to hear you talk as much as possible. I did not quite master your accent in the short time that we had together, and it would be useful to me if I'm ever going to impersonate you again to know exactly your speech pattern.
Excusez-moi. Absolument. Katira?
Yeah.
Gorlami.
So did you take the
Buongiorno.
weapons? Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Well, hello there. So did you take all the weapons from this person that you fought down in the crypt before you left them alone in a room with a guard?
Oui. Rim,
Okay.
Rim took her lightsaber and almost used it against her. But then had a, how you say, is a change of heart.
Oh, that's a shame. And the guard, does he have a gun? Because I feel like I had a friend, and one of them could push things away, but the other one could pull things to him, and I just am worried that this lady is going to pull the gun to her if she's got that half of the power, and then she's going to shoot the guard and get out of here.
Are you asking her if the guard guarding her has a gun?
Yeah, because
Oh, oui.
she might make it. We might want to not do that, right? Are we just going to keep her
The
unconscious?
guard guarding the door had a large blaster.
Okay, maybe we should go talk to your force wielding. Could you keep her in check if she's, in a bad state? Could you make sure she can't do anything to get out of here?
I could try. I need some time to prepare myself.
Well, you do that because we don't know when they're going to wake up. Unless we put them to sleep forever first.
No, that is not the good guy talk.
I'm surrounded by the people that think that. You're right. That's not the good guy talk. Just checking, making sure that you're the good guy. Hope that was the plan.
Katira, do you think your glitter stem would have any effect on basically acting as a inhibitor?
Look, I just know that when I take it, sometimes I can hear the things that you're thinking.
So maybe you can try using that against her?
I suppose. I mean, are you telling me to use drugs, Bota?
Well, I figure if we put her on some narcotics and you on a few, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, why not? How much glitter stim can you take in one day?
Whoa.
Only one way to find out.
Is that the name of your autobiography? Your memoirs?
We'll just have Rusty at the ready to give her a good punch if she wakes up too much.
I like that idea. And maybe Sparky too. And James, because he doesn't even, you can't hurt someone that doesn't even believe you can hurt them, right? That's what they say. And so, no force powers work on Jimmy, so far as I know. Never seen anyone use them on him. Jimmy, anybody ever use the force on you?
Yeah, Jimmy just shrugs.
What's the force?
See? It'll be all right.
He also has Sparky.
Yeah. And we, restraining. If we can restrain her, that's a good thing too. I heard she's put up in a bed. Maybe not the best place. I mean, look, this is a mansion, and I've met Rem, and if he thinks a good time is having his hand cut off, there's good odds that somewhere in here is a really kinky torture chamber. We just need to find that room. It's probably mixed in with one of the cloak rooms.
All of the cloakrooms. All right, let's move on this plan. I like it.
That's good. Rusty, you want to ask the questions?
You know, my Connor, man, I'm just give me a moment, all right? Still getting used to this crap. I kind of would like to contact my lady friend and just see how she's doing. Is there any way I could contact her?
Yeah, you can. Well, because they're in lockdown mode now, you could send somebody to bring her because she's of the same house.
Yeah, just I guess we should just get this over with and see if she can still handle my rustic look.
Well, I'm saying if you put the brooch on, then she's kind of bound to to honor your look.
I
But
don't
if you
want to be
keep
in
the
that
brooch
kind of
off,
relationship, man. I mean,
yeah,
she,
that's fair. That's fair.
you know, I want her to love me for who I am, man.
Good luck with that. I don't mean that. I mean that sarcastically. Not about you, Rusty. I think you're fantastic. I love you the way you are. I just haven't found anybody where they actually love someone the way they are.
Yeah, that's what someone who's never been loved before would say.
Yep. Yep. I mean, maybe we find Lulu. She's got to be around somewhere.
Ah, this is the deep talk.
Right, right.
Don't talk about Lulu around here, okay?
All right, you got it. So who are we talking to first? I got my friend. They're awake, and then you got your friend. They're hopefully not awake and choking a guard out or something. They put them in restraints, right? You put like binders on them. You like tied them down to the bed that you put them in. That's it's starting to sound real weird. I'm just saying, I don't trust these people with their magic lightsabers that they fling across the room and return to him like boomerangs, and I don't know. Just it just gets weird. Your silence speaks volumes, Bota. I'm sure Rem would tell me, no, it's fine, it's fine. I got it. It's taken care of. I did everything right. You're gonna be a knight, Katira. It's gonna be grand.
Well, I definitely didn't say go alone. So if we all go, I think we'll be at least on equal footing.
That's good.
All right. So I don't remember where we left her. So can we retrace our steps?
You definitely could. I mean, you might not remember it, but that's because I use different maps. So, yes.
Also, I don't have the luxury of seeing the map right now.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
I have a theater of the mind, though, so don't worry.
Nice. The best theater possible. Yeah, you can go there. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up.
Hopefully, it's not the same room where we found that old lady with the kitchen knives.
What? What?
So many missions ago, when we went into that room in the hallway, we found that secret passage through the floor.
Oh, yeah.
The kitchen. It's like, there's a lady, she's got kitchen knives, she's gonna try to attack you. I think we had to kill like one of the chefs.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a turning point where Blaine's like, we cannot kill these people. Right? Is this the one I'm remembering where we're trying to bring Grant out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, while you can't see into this room, this is where you left her. You guys would be coming down this hall.
So I presume that we can all get our equipment back.
Yeah, for sure.
one kind
say
of. All right.
equipment, heals. The only one who's impacted right now is Rem
Remy.
with his.
Remy.
Yeah.
All right. Jawa, Jimmy, you think that we could send Sparky in first to make sure she's inoculated?
I don't see why not.
Gonna give her a vaccine? You say inoculated?
Well, were we going to administer the narcotics to her to try to keep her, like, sedated?
That's. I didn't think of that as a use of that term. That's intelligent.
Does anyone have who to knock her out with? Joe Jimmy carries meds, but not that kind of meds. Or
I mean, look,
would he?
it's a rich person's house. They gotta have something to put you in a weird stupor state, you know?
Where's Ram when you need him?
Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, so you're gonna send Sparky in. Are you going to give him any weapons, or are you gonna ask to take away his weapons? You're gonna try to give him some sort of drug.
How will they anticipate Sparky's appearance upon entry? Is Sparky's sorry, is that out of character? Is Sparky's appearance so jarring that the Tapanis will immediately, or sorry, the Mecettis, the House Mecetti will react very negatively toward him?
But if he
or
goes off on his own, he may just get shot. They've been hurt. You know, a bunch of dangerous droids just came in and tried to kidnap people, and that type of droid that he is, it's sort of like IJD-8 just wearing a cloak, hanging out with the good guys now.
I am a nurse droid.
Right, right. It's kind of like that. Where,
Got it.
Where, if he wasn't with people, and you know, now that he's wearing a cloak, you know, he looks a little funny. But if he was by himself, you know, he might get just shot on sight. The second bit here too is, yeah, you guys are. He does draw a lot of attention, so the guards would be like, "Oh yeah, they're the guy that came by with an assassin droid."
Yeah, maybe it's best not to send Sparky in by himself.
No, like we walk up to the door with him, and then he goes in after that.
Yeah, and then you can tell the guards if there's guards guarding her inside. Hey, we're sending in a droid.
Yeah, that's fair.
A nurse droid.
Oh my god. Do they have a nurse outfit for him to wear?
Do you think Sparky would ever?
No, absolutely not. He'd be a butcher before he's a nurse.
Cloak room.
Check the cloak room.
I mean, there may have been a Mecetti costume party. Who knows?
Oh, you know what? Let's roll for it.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's roll for it.
Right, you're gonna try to put a. This is rolling to see if you can find a nurse costume for the droid.
Yeah, just for giggles, right? This is so absurd. We gotta go it. Just gotta do it.
All
right, let's see. What? 1d10 or 1d20 or what do you want? 1d100.
1d10. How? Okay, so we know they didn't have a cyberneticist here, but maybe they probably would have a nurse or two on staff. Would they have nurse uniforms? Probably be pretty hard. Okay, I'll say in a 9 or 10 you can find some. A 9 is like just slight one. 10 is whatever nurse uniform you can think of.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's roll these dice. Nope. Not even close.
Not even close. But it would have been hard to find that on such short notice.
Yeah. Well, no luck here.
He'd recognize a droid a Tapani droid as well, right? Like she's been operating in the Tapani circle, so she would kind of get a feel for what this droid does, anyways.
And he is dressed as a sea captain now, so maybe that will throw her off the scent a little bit.
Actually, I do have a costume, random costume chart.
Of course you do.
Let's
Love it. Yes. Roll. Should I roll their dice and see what lands on?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get. I'm pulling it up right now.
His Sparky pseudonym is Clouseau.
Okay, I need you to roll. Oh, here it is. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be so weird. Okay, roll 1d20.
1d20 it is.
A 3.
3. Again.
I don't know why this would be here, but maybe it was from a costume party. Okay, it is a. I don't know if this makes sense, but. Okay, it is a jester's outfit with a jester's crown, a mask like you would have at a masquerade, and then a jester's scepter with those little matching shoes.
Oh, I love it. Who hired the entertainment for tonight?
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
So that is the costume that you found.
We're here to set an entertainment. We're here to entertain the prisoner.
Gosh, I feel like Sparky looks like the Noid from Domino's Pizza now.
And that should scare her because you should avoid the Noid.
These are facts. All right, let's go dress him up. We'll take him out of his sea captain. I'm like, we're gonna provide her some entertainment. You wanna provide the prison entertainment? Yeah. We're gonna send the droid in. Looks like a murder droid. No, it's your imagination. It's an entertainment droid.
But what would Sparky say? Do you think Sparky would? Are you gonna tell him that it's what it is? He probably doesn't even know what a jester is, right?
That's the best part. It's just like, is he a jester? Yeah, of course he is.
What are you gonna tell Sparky?
Sparky, you must pretend to juggle something. Here, and I'll pull out. What would I have? Oh, smoke grenades. Does Jawa Jimmy still?
Obviously, thermal detonators. The way that
no.
this group plays.
No thermal detonators.
Don't we have something like some beech nuts or something for him to start with before we go straight to thermal detonators?
Well, guys,
here's some.
How's your dexterity?
But so is the person you were going to interrogate.
Oh God. Well, Jawa Jimmy wouldn't just have. The only thing Jawa Jimmy has on him is, I want to say probably. Well, we have nothing. We got our equipment back. The only thing I had that would be round and juggable is probably the smoke grenades, if anything, that I would have had.
What about some data cards or some canisters? Do you carry food rations on a bandolier or anything?
Does Jawa Jimmy carry food rations? He's mostly a medic. Is there anything that's juggable? Like, I'm trying to think, what could Jawa Jimmy give? Oh man.
Does Rusty have a bandolier?
No, I don't got one.
I'm sure there's there's probably some whiskey bottle somewhere around this house. As much as Rem likes to drink.
I mean,
Broken glass everywhere. We just installed a juggling protocol.
yeah.
Better than a thermal detonator.
True.
These are facts. Let's see. Would Jawa and Jimmy have anything on him?
You've got.
I guess I go.
Look at your character sheet.
Now, what would he have that's juggleable? We did stuff the old droid full of garbage and crap inside of his chest capacity, but we didn't really do that.
What about this? I'm saying, D's.
Was it your postings?
Yeah, you see this right here, under the middle equipment one. It says D's.
Let's see here. Character sheet. D's. Where is this?
D's nuts.
I was like, is he going to D's nuts? I'm like, yep. Well, I guess we'll just pretend like he's a jester. He tells jokes.
I mean, I mean, I don't. I mean, let's just take a look here. Your character sheet. Okay.
Or we could just say we're setting a droid to sedate the prisoner. That's the other option. We just tell the truth.
I mean,
versus.
You don't have to lie to the guards. The guards will do whatever you tell them.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
It's up to you if you. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, here's things you could probably juggle. Yeah, you're right. Your 3 smoke grenades.
Yep, 3 smoke grenades. That's the only thing you can juggle.
That's it. He could juggle an omnibox,
Wait. How bad is his dexterity? What is his dex?
He has 2D dexterity.
That's good.
We just send him in there and have him tell a joke instead.
Yeah, that's fair.
He could, or we could try singing.
Can he sing? Oh my gosh! Is that did I just find my musical partner after all this time?
Well,
Jawa Jimmy doesn't have to sing
now
because now he has a full. Yeah.
He has a full voice.
Oh man. So we're getting way off topic here.
Just ask. I mean, you can ask Sparky.
Let's see. Sparky, you like singing?
You like singing? Let's see. Yes or no? Odds yes. Evens no. Evens yes. Odds no. Yep. Sparky likes to sing.
There we go.
Sparky asks if you have a request.
What's the? Actually, don't know enough songs. Ooh. Way to entertain the guest. Jawa Jimmy brings out the Omnibox.
Okay. Sparky can't play it.
No, Sparky can play it. Jawa Jimmy's gonna go in with Sparky. This will be more entertaining. You gonna entertain the guest? Yes, because I want to.
I have no idea what the purpose of this is.
There's no purpose. Just because I can. If we're going off track here, let's do it. Let's go full RPG here.
Okay.
What is Jawa Jimmy doing? He's gonna go play a melody.
Is this what type of song is this? What's the vibe of the song?
A serenade.
Okay. I'm imagining like a Jawa. Is this like a Jawa song or is this like a popular song?
Let's go popular.
So it's
Let's
not
go something popular.
It's not a Tech Krodak song.
No, it's not a Tech
Just
Krodak
kidding.
song. It's not a Gold Pants song either.
Okay. All right. I imagine you coming in. Are you also singing?
No, I can't sing, but I can play the musical. I can play the Omnibox.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your Omnibox.
Let's do this. Please be terrible. Just make it extra funny.
And then roll 2d6 for. Or. Wow, hey, not bad.
Yeah.
And then. Okay. All right. So I got to update Jimmy's stats. Or, sorry, Jimmy, Sparky's stats because it's still the old one. Okay.
That's
So
fair.
you open up the door. The guards look quizzically as you start singing and opening up the door and going in. And I almost imagine you're singing like a Conte Partiro, like the Andrea Bocelli song Conte Partiro, but in Jawa. And here's the thing. Sparky is singing with your voice. He's not using his
What?
voice. He can do voices. So it's a recorded version of your voice singing this song, but auto-tuned. Your Omnibox is pretty good. Okay, so you see some guards sort of sitting down, and as soon as you walk in, they jump to attention and put down their sabbat cards. And they say, "Sir," and then there's like playing your Omnibox, and Sparky's singing his song. Are you going to just ignore them, or walk to the bed, or
I'm gonna.
break the song?
I will salute them and say, "Carry on," and then bring Sparky with me to investigate the prisoner.
Oh, okay.
So
let me give you control over Sparky.
yeah, let's see.
Russ is watching this and he can't decide whether or not this is happening or that the meds that Jimmy gave him.
You gave me the good drugs, did you, kid?
All right, so Sparky's stats aren't up to date, but you should be able to move Sparky.
Let's see here. Yeah, I can move Sparky now.
Okay.
So we'll acknowledge the guards. Say, hey, kind of like briefly stop, acknowledge, carry on, and then go up to the prisoner in question. And we're going to still sing it the entire time. And I'm assuming we'll wake her up at some point. Because
okay,
the
I'm
singing...
gonna roll. Let's just do a quick roll here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I wrote out a couple of things that could happen here, but this is not something that I was expecting. Okay. So you walk over and you're just sitting by her bedside table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She wakes. You see her eyes sort of start to open, and she looks over. She's sort of covered in sweat, and you can tell that she's. It sort of looks like she's had a. It looks like she's kind of gone through the ringer here. So she just looks
Is she
over
still...
confused and angry.
Is she? Can I see if she's still properly cuffed or restrained?
You're just gonna do a quick ocular pat down.
Yeah. I mean, like to make sure she's still restrained, right? Because
Yeah,
that's kind of
she is shackled, so she has like binders on her arms and her feet, and she's also tied to the bed.
yeah, I got it. I'll stick over to Katira. Yeah, she's good. Just
Good. All right.
Are you gonna keep playing the Omnibox and keep singing, or are you done?
I think he's just gonna go very quietly and start pandering off, just ever so slightly. Make it quieter and quieter
Okay.
before it slowly stops. Once Katira or someone else walks in.
Okay. Let's. The guards clap. You know, they think maybe it's something because he's singing in Jawa trade language, so they think maybe this is something of your culture. They don't really know much about this prisoner, except that they were supposed to watch her and she's dangerous. So they think this is like a cultural celebration or exchange that they just aren't aware of. But they enjoy the music.
That's a plus. And I'm assuming Katira is going to come in here and instigate her.
All right, so Jawa Jimmy has just signaled that she's tied up.
Yeah. Where is this? What there? I'm not muted, right?
You're
Not
muted.
crazy.
I can hear you.
Right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'll ask for the guards to step outside.
Oh, the three. Okay, you're gonna come in and then tell the guards to wait outside.
Yep.
Can you move? Oh, why doesn't it work for me when I drag?
Oh, I can't move that Katira either.
I know it's funny. It never works for me when I drag it over. But now
Did it change with the update?
I might have. Okay, and then Rusty, are you coming in too, or are you okay on the outside? And same thing for
gonna
Bota.
hobble.
Sorry, what was that?
He's gonna just hobble in.
And Bota, are you gonna
Oh,
come in as well, or are you gonna let this play out without you? I mean, she's never seen these other people before, but she has seen Bota.
Yeah, I feel like I should almost just stay on the periphery and see if she is lucid to talk.
No, I think it'd be better if you weren't here, Bota.
Yeah, agreed.
In fact, yeah, that's fine. And so Rusty can make.
Yeah, and what about Hope? She knows who Hope is. So you want Bota and Hope to sort of stay outside and then come in if needed?
Yeah, I think so. That's probably best.
Okay. All right, so you two walk in, leaving Bota and Hope outside, and you see, you've seen these guards applauding for this music. You tell them to get out. They immediately acknowledge, and Bota, you see these three guards that were inside the room sort of come out, but they're still on guard. And then one of the guards says to the other, like, I wonder what language that was. Okay, now you have all four of you are in the room, and she's barely lucid. What would you like to do?
Rusty, you got any questions for her?
No, man. I'm gone. I don't even know who this person is, man. Dragging my butt on over her. You're better than intimidating. I'll just hold her up.
All right.
All right, are you gonna try to touch her?
Yeah, I'll let my hand on her.
Me climbing onto the bed next to her.
I try to, make sure she don't pull too funny.
Okay, as you go over and try to touch her, go ahead and roll your base strength.
This is where I die. I'm gonna
You've got
getting in bed with
with the Sith.
didn't really think this one through, guys.
You're,
Oh, hey.
Whoa, nice.
Told you I'm good at this.
Oh wow. Okay. So you feel like a big wave of something invisible trying to push you back and off the bed, but you flex and you get those. You get that wild 6, that wild die, and you're able to hang on, but you do feel something like an invisible force trying to throw you back.
As I watch my character go upside down.
Whoa.
Katira, man, she's bucking, man. You better do something. You gotta do something, man.
We didn't really talk about what we were after.
Man, that's how you start this through, man.
Let's see. We didn't really. This is the greatest plan. We didn't really. Okay. She sees you.
She sees Rusty, or she sees me.
She sees
No,
you,
she
Katira.
does feels me.
She says, "Oh, it's you, the traitor."
I'd like to
And then she says, "And I recognize him too. He's the other traitor."
Wait, hold on. Trading means I had to work with you, man. I don't know you.
No, not you. The short little, the freaky little hooded thing.
Oh yeah.
go ahead.
I can
You know
I
what?
can see you.
Do we need her alive?
I don't know. I think we gotta hear this out.
Maybe you could explain yourself.
Oh, I'll explain myself. All right. Okay. Go ahead and everyone roll your perception.
Whoa, I'm on fire.
Wow.
Woo, man.
Someone hacked this.
All right. So. This okay. So Jawa, Jimmy, and Katira, you see a lightsaber fly across the room and go into her bound hands and ignite.
Like to stab her.
Rusty, you did not see this.
I'd like to stab her in the arm that the lightsaber came to.
Okay.
Like through the bicep, right? Like tear the tendon, kind of thing.
Okay. And do you mean to just hurt or to make her bleed out?
No, to like basically like cut the the connecting muscle so that she can't even use that arm.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and I mean I guess you could just. I mean she's tied up. She can't really move. Go ahead and.
Oh,
I guess
I'm
you
a
just
jerk.
Reach down and stab her. Okay. Well, let's just do, I guess, your strength to, or do you think it'd be? Let's do Dex because you want to guide it to the right spot.
All right.
You can just roll.
Base
You
Dex?
just roll your skill. Yeah, just roll your knife skill.
Oh, okay. Knife. Melee then 7. $28.
All right. You stab her right in the arm. The lightsaber disappears. She starts screaming, and everyone
I'm
now.
not playing games.
Okay. Go ahead and either everyone roll a willpower.
Knowledge.
Perception? Knowledge.
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 $20.
You know, 3.
Oh shoot!
What is this
Your luck
thing?
ran out, Rusty.
Oh no!
Oh, there goes the other tusk.
Okay.
If I'm lucky.
This just means that it hits. So Katira, this is the moment you've been waiting for your whole life. You finally can use willpower against a dark dark side user. Okay. Basically, what happens? The pain's so intense, she releases this like wave of hatred, sort of comes out of her. Rusty, you're impacted. Sparky, well, go ahead and roll for Sparky. Sparky's, I'm going to say Sparky's hit. There's really no way, even if he rolls, I guess if he rolls all 6s. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for Sparky. Yeah, okay. Okay. So now Jawa, Jimmy, and Sparky, and Rusty, go ahead and roll your strength.
Oof. Let's see here. Yep, Jawa Jamie's gonna get a hit. This is just base strength, right?
Yes. Okay. I'll say that's like her second.
She's got to be at some minus penalty
Yeah.
too.
She's also hurt, so I'm gonna not. There's
She was just stabbed
yeah.
badly.
I mean, they stabilized her and fixed her, but now she's stabbed. I gave her a negative, and I also had her do another actions. But Jimmy, so Rusty, you take no damage, although it says you are pushed back 1 meter. So I guess that would be maybe just rolling rolling to the other side of the bed.
Oh, do I? Speaking when all this is happening, would I have recognized her when I walked in the room?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know who she is.
I didn't think to ask that. Okay.
She knows who. She says she seems to recognize you.
Yeah.
She seems to recognize Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotcha.
You set me up.
Jimmy, you take. You're all. Jimmy, unfortunately, you take 6 damage.
Oh, yikes! Does that make me incapacitated?
No, so you're wounded. You just fall backwards and then minus 1d until you heal yourself.
Oh, that's lame sauce. Okay.
But do you hang on to your Omnibox? That's the question.
Of course I do. Are you kidding me? They're gonna drop that after all that awesome playing? That's not gonna get damage.
Just use that Omnibox as a little pillow and take a nap. I'll shrug this one off. Okay, that was her sort of reacting to you stabbing her arm. What do you want to get out of this interaction? You want to get information? You want to get satisfaction? You want to get revenge?
Information, and maybe the rest.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say it goes back to you after her reaction to that.
If you were down in the crypt, and Katira has, I've never used this before, and I don't think that she has a wrist-mounted flame projector. I don't want to turn it on, like blast fire in her face, but I do want to turn it on the hand that's holding the knife to start to heat the knife inside of her arm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know if I could.
feel like we've slowly got turned into an R-rated movie here, guys.
If you were down in the
That real quick.
All right,
It
well,
means-
roll your intimidation, and you'll get a bonus for this.
honestly, that's a knowledge skill too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, oop, oop. Couple ones.
23.
Oh, 23. 6 on special.
Okay, so she responds with you would know if you had done anything they asked you to do.
They hardly asked much of anything, for one thing. But if you were in the crypt, it means that that this Order of the Vespers that has hardly provided much in return for very classified information that they can't get somewhere else, might I add, that they're making contact with this Macrosa Order. Now, the unfortunate thing for you is that suddenly you're going to be gone. And who do you think the Order of the Vesper has that's nearby that might be able to make contact with them? It might be me that they have. Go talk to this Macrosa Order. I might be the one talking to Mistress Actia. I might be the one coming down to ask about your little Midnight Council. Now, if you've got something to say that's going to keep you alive, maybe, just maybe, now's the time to say it. Because otherwise, you've run my patience quite thin. And I don't know if you've noticed, but despite the fact that my friend has been knocked to the ground and my other friend has been knocked across the bed, you're not in the best of straits right now, are you?
Ooh, ooh. All right. Her eyes go wide. She says, I can get you there, and I can get you in. Where they are is hidden. I can get you in. And I don't care about these people at all. I was assigned to help their pathetic little freak show.
Look, you already took things a bit far with me, making threats and giving hardly any promises for any return on the value. I already know where they're holding the hostages, I already know the location of the dark planet, so unless you've got something more valuable to me, then just get me in. You better tell me now.
So you know the planet, but you don't know where on the planet. No one knows.
Can I roll a con to see if she's telling the truth right now?
Yeah, you can. Ooh, amazing roll there. Heroic. She is not conning you. She says, I know the exact location of where they are, and I can get you there.
Then how about we go back to a reasonable working relationship where you don't make threats so that I give you something, and instead you provide real, valuable rewards in return for my obviously more valuable than your service at this point. Does that sound fair? Or maybe I should just rub this little ring and see what the Council of the Vespers has to say about any of it.
I will work with you, but we need to kill everyone. Everyone in the order, because the Vesper Society cannot know about this.
Cannot know about us working together. Cannot know about the Macrosa Order. Cannot know about what exactly?
Cannot know about us working together.
Did you officially kick me out of this little party?
Yes, you are not in anyone's good graces.
Well, that's nothing new to me, I suppose. So are we killing the Vespers, or are we killing whoever we find along the way?
No, you misunderstand me. I am loyal to the Vespers. This Macrosa Order located here is a pathetic freak sideshow. Deserves to be put down. But if we do this, they all need to die.
I suppose we can come to that agreement if there's some sort of return for my friends and I. Now, I'm gonna have to ask you to help me because normally I'd asked to go and talk to you alone, but by the time I saw that it was you, you were already freaking out, drawing lightsabers to your hand, screaming in pain, the whole 9 yards. So if you could, maybe help my friends, rest a little better tonight, remove this bad memory from their mind, that'd be great. But in general, maybe get me back in with the Vespers now that we can come to an agreement that you were being a little bit pushy for what I bring to the table. Because obviously it's more than you, once again. And, we can figure out this whole thing with the Macrosa Order as it comes up.
Are you asking her to mind affect Rusty and Jawa Jimmy so they don't remember this conversation?
Yes, I am. I want to see her response
You forgot.
before you give me a dark side point.
She's not going to do that. Besides, you have Sparky's record. We'll have everything.
Oh,
recorded.
I know. Hey, don't ruin my response.
Okay.
As soon as as soon as she starts to do anything, immediately I want to then just knock her out unconscious before she can even take action. Anyways.
Okay. I don't know. I think she would think about it because you're going in a direction that she really did not expect you to go into. So, yeah, maybe she was going to do it. Okay, so you knock her out.
I don't actually want, yeah, no, the intent is to see her response, more than anything else. Whether she's like, because then, that drives like,
I would think
I don't know,
at
a whole
first I
bunch of
was
perception.
almost thinking she wouldn't, but the Vesper's main thing is secrecy. So then I was like, you know what? Maybe she would.
All right, guys. Good news is she'll help us. Bad news is can't trust her one little bit. So if we've got some sort of a thing we can, put inside her without her knowing that then we can kill her with later, that'd be great. Not saying, I know you've got this whole thing about killing you lot, but I think it's a good solution to problems sometimes. Also, she can't have a lightsaber. She just can't. That's a bad idea. And where'd the one she pulled up earlier go? And I am genuinely,
Rim had it.
Katira will look around genuinely confused because she saw a lightsaber fly to her hand, then she stabbed her, and it disappeared.
And the only one who did not see the lightsaber is Rusty. Rusty was the only one to withstand her illusion.
Yep. Rusty, I'm sure you've got about 500 questions about what just happened.
And
Yeah,
Jawa
Rusty
Jimmy was
doesn't.
knocked out. So actually, the only people who heard were Sparky and Rusty.
Okay. So I didn't forget anything. Rusty didn't forget anything. He heard everything, or he did. I'm confused.
No, Rusty, you heard everything. She didn't. She didn't in fact impact your mind. She did a couple of she used the Force a couple of times. One of her illusions was bringing a lightsaber to her, but so Katira believed that she had a lightsaber. That was supposed to scare people away, but it made Katira angrier. Rusty, you did not see that because it was an illusion that you withstood. But you also felt her push you back a couple of times, and you remember everything. She didn't use anything to impact your mind.
And then I did see Katira stab her as well.
Right. And then you heard the whole exchange. I mean, you're just
Oh,
on the
man,
other side
now-
of the bed.
Now I'm just gonna. Don't even know what to do anymore. I can't trust either one of you.
Rusty, I'm still me. I haven't changed. You're just finding out that me also talks to other people. But that's like, like when you're a parent and you find out that the orphan kids that you adopted also happen to talk to their Auntie Katira and she tells them to steal. It's like that, but with me. And I already stole, and you knew that.
Rusty walks
still
forward
me.
to both of them with his gloves up, moves closer, and just.
Can you all just explain what's going on here? All right, I've had a day. My mouth hurts. Just, what are you doing, my friend? Katira, how do you know this one?
So when we were leaving Fondor, she came up to me and she wanted something from me. She wanted the lightsaber that we took from the lady in the bar. Do you remember the lady in the bar that attacked us when we were talking to the gambler guy?
Yeah, that narrows it down. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. All right. So she wanted the lightsaber, and I said, "Well, what do I get out of this?" And she said, "Basically, not much." And I was like, "That's not a deal. That's just me doing legwork for you for nothing, and I'm not okay with that." And you haven't really told me anything. Like I don't just go help random people for fun. I mean, I don't just go help random people at all, if we're being honest. And so I told her no, and then she got a bit uppity with me and, made overtures that she might be able to, help me connect with the side of the force that Drew connects with. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit tempted for a second, but I don't like being manipulated. So I cut the lightsaber in half, and she wasn't very happy about it. And she works with some other people that me and Jimmy met one night. They took us out our beds and they talked to us. And I think that they're the people that talked to Jimmy in his lightsaber. And so, you know, they want some stuff, and I was like, screw you and screw your whole plan. I don't like you. You're not doing nothing for me. And then she got mad, and then we parted ways, and here she is again.
All right. So basically, you don't listen. When I give you the simple advice, stop taking things that don't belong to you. Look at the kind of mess you in, man. All right. Okay. Look, listen, lady. What does she got to do to get us out of this? All right. Like, get something back. Got to do some little pokey dance. What's going on here?
Well, they kidnapped all these people from the Mecetti, and the Mecetti would like them back, I'm sure. And, we're here, and she knows where they're at. And so she wants to go to where those people are and kill everyone. Now, she's unconscious right now, so I can say this. I don't think we should kill everyone, but I do think we should kill her. Maybe. Now, when that happens, I don't know. But she can take us to the kidnapped people, and that's a good thing, right?
Rusty takes a step back, getting his arms, his hands open, going,
You want to off this one right now? That's on you, man. That's on your hands. I'm taking a step back on this. You got some demons, looks like you got to deal with.
Well, I mean, but she can take us to the kidnapped people, and that would be a good thing, right?
I mean, you could just offer then, or offer now. I mean, I
Well,
see
if
what
we
you're
offer
getting at.
now,
You're trying to.
right? Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy, you awake yet?
Yep, you're awake. You woke up somewhere along those lines, Jimmy.
Just,
Did I wake up in the middle of the? This is the lady who gave us this. This is the lady who gave Jimmy the lightsaber. Jimmy's like, huh? What?
I think, Jimmy, they're the ones talking through the lightsaber, right? Your lightsaber talks, right? Still? Maybe?
Maybe.
Jimmy's
yeah.
not a good listener.
Jimmy's not a good listener. You can hear the saber quietly on his Jawa Jimmy's hip, just whimpering.
A little piece of it dies inside.
A piece of it dies every time.
yeah.
Why
Folk,
did I
y'all
get
gotta just stop taking stuff, man.
Well,
You
if
both-
we didn't take the lightsabers. They were given to us by that droid, Darth Null, remember? It was a whole party on the ice planet.
We even got to name the lightsabers.
That's true. Rusty, you were playing then, right?
Yeah.
oh yeah. No, I remember it. I just don't know how we're gonna get out of this one.
I mean, now you know. Now you know how Katira's been feeling for the last, I don't know, however long in game since we left Coruscant.
I just wish you guys would tell me, you needed help or something. I mean, your hands seem kind of dirty right now, but
It's not on purpose, you see. Again, they took us out our beds and were like, hey, you're going to be on our team now. I mean,
right, now you're starting to sound like Lulu.
Look, if someone comes to you and drags you out of your bed and says, you've been transferred to a new team and this is the transfer payment and it's almost nil, then you're stuck with the team at that point, right? Now you can play like shite, but you're still on the team until they release you and you can go back to your team. Now I managed by pissing her off, apparently, to get us a release. But it also means that team's not very happy with us anymore. But if we could get in with that team again, it'd be a good thing, I think, because then we'd know stuff that that team wants to know. I don't know. It's really confusing. My analogy's breaking down. But I think the transfer portal might be closed.
I feel like Joe Jimmy overhears all this. He's like, "Yeah, I remember that happened." And just like, yeah, that reads.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Just
I think she's on the level. She'll take us where we want to go. The problem is, I mean, she almost killed Bota already, and chances are she'll almost kill us next time, and she might kill one of us. And so, I mean, like, maybe she takes us where we want to go, and as soon as we show up, we offer. Now, I know you guys, again, this whole not killing thing, it's a thing. I get it. I mean, I get that you guys get it. I don't get it. But she's dangerous. But I don't know how to get there without her. Do you know how to get there without her?
all right. I'll
Well,
go along with this. You two are responsible. This goes haywire, okay?
I mean, I'll
Katira,
kill
you
it
gotta
now.
make sure.
Rusty, you
You
tell
gotta.
me, and I'll just drag this knife up a little bit further, and she'll just bleed out. It'll be painless. She won't be able to stop it.
Joe Jimmy ponders. Well, there is one person who could help. It's like, if only Drew was here, and she did some kind of Jedi Force mind meld. Not that I
Oh
believe in
my.
it.
I've been feeling like that.
Not
I
that I
can't even
believe in
tell
that
you how
sort of
long I've
thing.
been feeling like if only Drew was here. If only Drew was here. I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what the right thing is, but I know that she'd know what the right thing is, and it's just driving me absolutely up a wall.
Can you imagine how different all like all of Katira's actions probably for the last year would have been if you had Drew here? It boggles the mind.
Well, I was thinking, sorry, out of character, just like Joey was like, well, Drew always knows what's up because she has a whole, she can read people's minds. She knows their feelings. Maybe she can read something out of this person. Uh, but the reality is, of course, Drew's not here. Uh, but yeah, the idea that Joey was like, we have not one person. And Jared's like, damn it, we just went through this. She's the god.
If you can bring her back, please do it.
I feel like I should just save this clip and upload it as like as a short or something. Just be like, see, Laurel,
Laurel.
this is what's happened. We got Katira torturing the enemy.
Poor Jimmy, just like, we don't have to torture if we had Drew here. The last time, she's not here.
It's been such an emotional downer since you've been gone.
Now, I will tell you this. This one that we're with right now, she's on the other team from the one that me and you drug into the house, Rusty. That one's with this Macrosa order that left the Rose, and this one, she wants to kill the Macrosa order.
We keep it
So
in
I suppose,
custody. We keep it in custody. As a soldier, I can't let you kill it like this. We gotta do it the right way.
yeah, all right, you're right, you're right. I just want to look and see. Excuse me, excuse me. I just want to look and see if she's got any, anything valuable on her, or maybe some way to signal this Society of the Vespers, anything along those lines. So I'm gonna give her a quick pat down, and then we're done, right? And then she said she'd work with us. She'll work with us, and we move forward from there. Yeah.
Just do it. But I'm telling you, you can lose your hand one day or something bigger, like your head.
All right.
You know, I get the feeling that that's where things are leading. I think you're right, Rusty, and it worries me constantly. But I've got to keep on the road I'm on.
The sunk cost fallacy. Okay, so you are gonna you give her a pat down. She has a data pad. She has a couple of forged ID cards that don't look forged at all. Like these are all like look great. Like she has some forged identification cards. She has like a wallet on her type thing. She also she's wearing sort of odd clothes. Like these wouldn't be clothes you would imagine anybody wearing. They look kind of outdated. But she also has she's wearing a lot of jewelry. She does have that signet in her hair. She has a couple of kind of these golden necklaces. She it does not have a brooch, and she has a ring that matches yours and Jimmy's. She also has like a bracelet. She also has another ring that looks similar to yours and Jimmy's, but it's not. And then probably about it.
I'll take it all because I don't want to call in for help, and maybe we can scan this and see if there's a tracker on one of these. Yeah, I think.
Here, give me the data pad.
Yeah, you can have
Give me the
that.
data pad.
Yeah, I got nothing with that. It's locked. I don't know what to do with that.
Then you'll unlock it.
Throws it on the ground.
Throws on the ground where Jimmy is. Just throws it. Jimmy's just like, it'd be nice to get a little bit of help here.
Cool. All right, and you're just gonna tell them to keep her sedated or something, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's dangerous. Don't bring any guns in there. She'll try and tell you that she's a good friend of yours and to unlock everything. And so I'd recommend that you probably bring in like a whole group of guys at once. Anytime you got to deal with her. But we're gonna be taking her out of here in a little bit. And congratulations on surviving the recent assault on the compound. You did great work as guards. Fantastic. Just absolutely banger of a job out there.
It started off sounding so sincere, and then it faltered very, very quick.
I just love the idea that Jimmy points out, Katira, the guards aren't in the room anymore.
I was just practicing to talk to him, Jim.
Okay. Do you want to go? Where do you want to go next? Actually, here.
Jimmy's gonna heal himself.
Yeah.
Or
Jimmy,
attempt to.
You could do that. That's fine. There's tons of med packs. You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go heal myself.
So
but I'll try to hack into the data pad we just got.
Okay. Let's say you leave the room and you head back in. You're gonna do that and heal yourself. As you guys head out and you go to sort of this main area, and you start doing those things. The main doors open up, and the High Lord of House Mecetti walks in.
Didn't have time to interrogate the other one, but that's all right.
Might
I think we got the
still-
better one.
Yeah, you might still have time, depending on what you want to do. Anyways, he looks like this.
Boy, Rusty ain't he fancy?
A giant of a man.
Damn, man. Step back. Why so close?
So he enters the room, and without setting up anything, or going to a lectern or seemingly prepare, he just sort of shouts out at everyone that's there and says, "Brothers, cousins, family, my lords, my ladies, and the loyal retinue. Tonight they came into our house. They tried to tear down what we've built and what we've protected with our blood, sweat, and loyalty. But let me tell you this, they made a grave mistake. House Mecetti, we are the smartest, diehard, and most intense family in the Expanse. We have the best and smartest people on our payroll, and they can uncover this filth responsible. Once we find them, there will be no place in the Expanse that they can hide. No one strikes at us and walks away unscathed. We built this house on a rock of strength, and that strength will crush anyone foolish enough to challenge us." He sort of starts walking around. Everyone is deathly silent, paying absolute attention to him.
I see where Rem get it from.
He continues and says, "Tonight they try to bring fear into our hearts, but all they've done is awaken something far more dangerous. We will hunt them down, drag them out of whatever hole they're hiding in, and make an example so brutal, so unforgettable, no one will ever cross us again. This isn't just revenge, it's survival, it's justice, it's the law of the Tapani sector. They wanted a war, we'll give them a war. And I promise you this, we will come out stronger, more united, and more feared than ever before. Now, excuse me, I've got to get to work." He and some of his bodyguards continues on over into the next room. And so he's followed behind. There's probably a dozen or so of the top Mecetti people of the house. So there's there's him, he's the leader of House Mecetti. You see there's a couple of his archdukes and duchesses, so he has a couple of them. They are the people that are the very closest next to him. They're in his very inner circle, and a couple of other dukes and duchesses who are that would be the third. If you would say that the High Lord, which is what he is the sort of highest level you can get. The Archduke is second, and then dukes themselves or duchesses, and sometimes they're earls in other houses. That's the third highest, and so he's got all of these highest ranking Mecetti people there with him. Anyways, they start moving to another room, but you can see that people are just we're really into that speech, and you can hear people throwing wild accusations about what house did this to them. It sounds like most bets seem to be on House Malantha right now, but you all know better. But
Somewhere in the hunting lodge, I'm sure some people are coming out thinking House Velogia did all of this.
that's true. I mean, yeah, you have. I'm sure that is true. Cool. All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta take a quick bio break from all that tea.
So it seems like we might go rescue the hostages.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the Macrosa Order is normally associated with House Mecetti, which is where we're at. But the Macrosa Order is who attacked House Mecetti from all the appearances that we have seen, right? The why is kind of up in the air, and the who is behind it is also up in the air. But that is, I mean, that's something that we would all kind of have gotten a little bit of knowledge of. Like they had mentioned at the end of everything, like, oh, I thought the Macrosa Order was just a myth, because they're like supposed to be a group of like uh basically like assassins that had worked for House Mecetti, and some people said that they were force users. But we saw a bunch of droids, and it almost like it's a, I don't know if it's actually the Macrosa Order, if it's somebody pretending to act as them. But the lady we just interrogated worked for a different group that Jimmy and Katira have made contact with, that formerly served the Empire, and they wanted to eliminate and kill all of the Macrosa Order. So the person that tried to assassinate us, who was working with the people doing the kidnappings, would be a part of the Macrosa Order, and so they're kind of at odds with each other. There's two separate groups involved in that. I don't know. What should we ask the other person, guys? Anybody got any ideas on what we should ask the other person?
Rusty's
I don't even know.
Rusty's too hurt. He's emotionally just so torn right now. He doesn't even know what to do with Jimmy and Katira.
I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
Not even. You're like, I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a similar feeling that I got whenever Drew looked at me, but it's not quite the same severity that you telling me you're disappointed. But it does
You
hurt. I'm sorry.
You just kind of expect it at this point. You're like, yeah, that reads.
All right.
I mean, we saw a bunch of droids, but we didn't see any people really, other than the one that we took. Right?
Right. You only saw droids.
And that doesn't seem to line up with the order. But tell you what, they're gonna probably interrogate this prisoner we got pretty quick. So I say that we might go talk to him if we're gonna talk to him at all, or we don't talk to him and we just leave with our other prisoner, and they take us where we're gonna go.
It's a good call. They might try to, once they hear that you have people imprisoned, they might try to do something with them themselves.
I say we talk to the one, we present them as someone that was captured in the attack, and we make the other one disappear with us. They don't know about the catacombs. The guards don't, at least. And so we know that we're near some. That Rem said that's where he came in at. So maybe we talk to this other one, find out what they know, and then the other one we drag into the catacombs. And we're still here. So they're like, what happened to him? Oh my gosh, where are they at? And we're like, oh no, it wasn't us. Obviously, we're still here. You know? Couldn't be.
I mean, that's a solid plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to try to go, now that you've healed, let's save the data pad just So you guys can go. You want to talk to the other person real quick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So where did you bring the other person? She's just.
I think
she was just outside of the front, right?
Katira drug her inside because I re-listened to this mission and it was one of my favorite exchanges because Rem cut through the wall with a lightsaber, and when he did, Katira was in the water closet with this one,
Oh,
and
right.
Rem's like, Katira, are you gonna do anything? And Katira's like, look, I don't ask you what you do when you come home, so don't ask me what I do when I come to your home. And so she was tied up in the water closet, stripped of all gear. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if anyone's found her yet. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll 1d10. Nope.
8.
No one's found her.
They really, I told those guards that they were doing a bang up job, but my goodness.
Okay, so you're gonna head over there and okay, and let's see.
I'd say we just close the bathroom door, tucked her here.
Let's see if she is conscious. She is conscious. Okay, as you. Yeah, okay. So how are you going to approach her? So I'm going to say she's conscious.
All right, first, guys, what do we want to ask her?
I don't know. Just if you're gonna take something, ask.
Well, Rusty, I already took all her stuff.
I'm just saying in the future, okay? Okay.
I did it right. I did it right in front of you. I thought it was okay.
Let's just find the hostages, okay? Just trust that. I think it might be because I'm missing a chunk of my tusk.
Right, that's fair. You got anything you want to ask her?
So I have been having these sticks in my mouth while I talk.
That's not how you do it.
I just had this like this sound came out of my mouth that I've never experienced before. I'm sorry.
I couldn't figure out how you were changing your voice this entire time.
I was like, that's really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
none of it bad. Just impressed.
Okay. Questions?
Yep.
Like.
In the military guidebook, we'd start with waking up the prisoner and having a conversation about coming to an agreement. You give us what we want, we let you go. Kind of like a hostage situation, right?
Up there, yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta anticipate what she's gonna want.
I mean, maybe to escape with her life. Maybe not to tell us anything.
I mean, she ain't gonna worry about her life. I mean, she, in her mind, she's gonna win. All right. So, is it you two knuckleheads that she wants? All right.
I mean, she was trying to shoot me and you, Rusty, because she thought that I was Hope. Remember?
Oh man, you go with these different outfits. You just throw me all off. Okay, all right. Yeah, let's time up. Let's go. Let's.
All right. Sounds good.
You got my blessing.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm gonna slam in the door and go, look, you're getting about nothing from us, and then knock her under the ground.
What? Okay.
I don't
I
know what
would
this
from
I don't know what this whole mess with Lulu is about. But it's not working with us anymore. Here's the deal. Your friend's gone. They've been safely escorted off the planet, and you're getting about nothing. You give us information, or you're gonna leave here with absolutely no life. Now, why don't you tell me who the hell you're working for? Because here's the problem. And I'll close the door. I just talked to Mistress Resenius, and she's very disappointed with you.
Okay, roll your intimidation.
I gotta remember what it was. Oh, not nearly as
I
good.
mean, still pretty scary, but not like last time. She says, "What the hell are you talking about? I was just hired for this job." Which, you know, it was nice to get out of prison and fly around and, you know, earn a good chunk of credits. But I don't know anything else. How about you let me go, and I'll tell you where to find my credits.
Absolutely fantastic. I thought you might be interested in credits. Now, if you were only doing this for the credits, why would you tell me where they were?
Well, it's only half of the credits.
Who hired you? How about that? I'll tell you what.
It was through a middle person, and you can check my records. I was locked up. I've got a bounty on my head.
With the New Republic, they don't even
Yes.
hardly carry out their bounties at all. What are you worried about?
their bounty hunter guildmaster is rarely doing his job. He's an ambassador now. She says, I was just happy to get out of prison, make some credits, and get some glammed up gear. Which, you know, if you let me go and I give you those credits, you think you give me the capacitator from the jetpack?
Probably not, gonna be honest with you. Probably not. How'd the middleman contact you? How about that?
I got a slip underneath my cell in prison. I agreed. Someone else in prison picked it up, and then I was escorted out by some guards. Found a data pad. Data pad took me to a secure location. I had all my gear. They gave me some. There were some credits up front, and then more credits depending on how I completed the operation. Which, you know, unfortunately, I guess I won't see those. But I thought it'd be an easy gig, and it'd be pretty fun to shoot up most of this fancy, rich city.
Not gonna lie, bit jealous of you.
It was a lot of fun.
So, what was the mission exactly then?
The mission was to kill. And she's like, well, you fit the description, but you weren't them. So I was supposed to take out this one chick. I didn't know sort of name. They had some sort of like code, barcode, or alphanumeric code for her. But you matched her description, and that little droid I had confirmed it was her. So I was supposed to kill her, and if I didn't kill her, um, there was also trying to make it look like an accident. All these things that I just decided to blow everything up. They didn't seem to care too much, so I didn't either.
That's fair. So you don't know who hired you. You barely know what you're supposed to do. I was a middleman. You got a bounty. You came out of prison. And where were you supposed to? No delivery, nothing like that. Just kill her.
Just kill her. They did not want her alive running around.
Were you working with these droids then?
The droid was waiting where I got my gear, and it just followed me around. And
No, not droid. These other ones that have been walking around the city that were kidnapping all these Mecetti.
I don't know anything about them. But let's see, but she hasn't really. Did she even see any of the droids?
No,
Yeah.
she was unconscious. Can I roll a con on that?
Yeah, you can roll a con. I mean, if she never saw them, she doesn't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, just to see if, oh, look at that, 31. See if I believe her on any of this.
Yeah, no, I mean, she seems like she's more or less telling the truth. It doesn't seem like she's not seems on the level.
All right, where are the credits at then? How about that?
Well, I'll tell you, but you gotta let me go.
I mean, I got no problem with you walking out this door. It's not a problem with me. Anybody else want to talk to her? I think I'm done.
And where am I?
We'll get to that if we find out where the credits are. And I'll gesture to Rusty and Jimmy and see if they want to ask her anything.
Oops, sorry, that was on mute. I got nothing. You've already answered all the questions that we had.
Yeah. Let's drop it.
Just pull Rusty to the side and kind of whisper in his ear, like, are you okay with letting, a known prisoner that had a bounty on their head back out on the streets?
I mean, in a weird way, isn't that us?
In a weird way, it is. Yeah. Nobody make it that easy for us.
I mean, it's all about money. We could always use another hand. Give a little something for the effort here, and maybe this person's on our side.
You're gonna hire them.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
We're gonna have a hard time getting them a say to have two people disappear. Of course, no one knows about this one, so I suppose that's that. I mean, the
Then
guards
there's no.
couldn't even tell that they were in the water closet, so I guess that they could just walk out with us. Nobody knows better.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So, never got your name.
Well, the name I go by is Killer A.
You said Killer A.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a possibility you change that to something more interesting, cool.
You don't think that's cool?
It's all right, I suppose. No, that's fair. I'll tell you what. If I just have somebody run out of where we're at right now, it's gonna get a bit awkward. But we might be interested in hiring your services. Can't give you all the same cool gear, but
Can you at least give me my gear back? The silence.
No way. Keep the gear.
how about what do you think about what do you think about jetpack? How about jetpack?
No. No jetpack. You keep the jetpack. You give it to Jimmy.
Jimmy looks at it like, I can use a jetpack.
Flying Jawa.
No gear, but won't turn your back into prison. I mean, I'm on the losing end here
So
because
the
you
payments.
already admitted to having a bounty on your head.
Okay, so
You-
the payment is me helping you out. You hire me for a job for freedom.
And you don't tell me where those credits are, and I let you keep them.
Hmm. Okay, boss. These my hands are getting real tired of being tied up. Let's do it.
All right, Killer Ray. Now here's the thing. You're gonna need some sort of an alias because when we walk out that door, which we're going to together without your hands bound, it's gonna get real awkward. If you make eyes with the head of the New Republic Bounty Hunters Guild and start to turn into, a stray animal that sees animal control, right? So we're gonna walk out that door. You're gonna see Bota Z, and you're gonna pretend like you belong here at the Mecetti compound. I'm gonna explain that we have hired on a hand from the Mecetti, and we're gonna make this work as a team so that you can provide us with whatever information and positive confirmation of contacts that you can, and he's gonna not, you know, shoot you dead or turn you in for bounty immediately. He's gotten a bit lax on checking every single person that he meets for bounties. I mean, it was a bit paranoid anyways when he used to do it, but that doesn't mean that you should act like a crazy person because he will check you if you do.
Well, it's just my luck that you would be friends with the. I would say former guildmaster because, as I understand it, Zuckus is running the show these days.
It is just your luck because if you perform real well, if you really get in my good graces, then you might have yourself a one-way ticket off that bounty list.
Why don't you roll your
And I
persuasion?
feel like I should roll. I feel like I might need to roll a con on that last one because I don't think it's yours getting her off a bounty list at all. Persuasion. Where's my perception skills? That's 20.
Okay, she seems. I mean, she was already signed up. It's hard to tell her emotions because she has a big. She's wearing like a. In this picture, it's like a balaclava, but she really kind of has like a big leather mask on her face, where you only see her eyes and sort of mouth and like the top of her nose or bottom of her nose, and she has all of
That's
her
fair.
red hair sticking out. So you don't quite know if she believes all that, but
Maybe we should take that off.
she says, oh, "No, you can't. I'm scarred underneath. I don't let anyone see me."
Oh, you know what? Gonna be honest, if that creates problems with Bota, I'm gonna have to work with him. So that's up to you.
Sounds like a professional boundary.
does, doesn't it? Any way we could idea, later on and find out if maybe we shouldn't be letting like a mass murderer back into society?
Hey, we can figure this out. Nobody cares if I wear this. Look, hand me those sunglasses.
Sure. Here you go.
Someone's left sunglasses in there. Here, put them on my face. It doesn't even matter. It's fine.
What?
It looks fine. See, no one cares.
I mean, it's just us still, and we knew you had the balaclava thing on, so all right, I guess.
Yeah, see, she's just trying, she just has these big sunglasses on now. It's like a leather mask. But anyway.
And I'll turn to Rusty and give him like a thumbs up with a questioning look. Like, is that good? Did I do good? I didn't kill someone. I didn't torture them. I didn't, impress them into servitude.
Rusty puts his arm on Katira.
You're getting better, kid. Getting better. Proud of you. The trust levels come back up.
Weird mask. I think it's weird that they gotta wear a mask. Not gonna lie. All right. Well, out we go. I suppose that the Mecetti are gonna get nobody to interrogate out of this, but they got plenty of droids to sort through, and we're good.
Okay, so let's talk about sneaking the people out. So you're just gonna keep her around as if she's one of your party, right? That was the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, and then with the other individual that's on the bed, are you going to sneak her out through the crypts?
So the problem with that one is, I mean, yes, but the problem is that they know that one was there. So it's getting us in there without the guards knowing that we went in there to move them to the crypt, and then going down to the crypt by some other entrance when the guards think that she's there alone, right?
Right.
That makes sense?
Right, because then it will look like
they just disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right if they disappear as long as we're not connected to that. So maybe we set up a diversion.
Or were there any surveillance, or is there any surveillance equipment in that room?
Not that you noticed, but I don't know if that's everything or not.
I see where you're going with this.
We could always go into the crypts and come up and then go back down instead of passing through the Mecetti compound and then going down and back up, right? Come and get them from the crypts, bring them to the crypt, and then go back into the building somewhere else.
Yeah, you couldn't leave the house, but Luke could tell you where the other passage is that he came out of. I guess so could Rem.
Yeah, and that's just whether, Bota and Rem are like, yeah. I mean, I feel like Rem really likes this person. Well, doesn't want to kill this person. Everybody's got a conscience except for Katira at this point.
Yeah. Did I overly scare people when I said it'd be a dark side point? But maybe a little bit of a reset there, but that's fine.
No, I think it's fine. I mean, Katira might get a dark side point because she's probably going to murder this person later on. Can't trust them.
I mean,
maybe Jimmy does it.
She's dangerous, but we'll see.
Is there a chance that any of these droids are still around, or at least or one of the heads were functioning that we could actually examine?
You know, they're actually moving them away and like clearing them, like
Mm.
so that their people can start doing like examining. Like their top priority is like let's figure out who
Secure
did
the
this.
building.
Yeah, and so they've like loaded all these up, and you know while you guys have been doing this, have been putting them out in stretchers and bringing them for their people to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I should have thought of it earlier. I was like, oh yeah, I should go investigate one of the droids' heads and try to see if I can hack into it and get the information out. That's probably too late. That's okay. Jawa Jamie was too busy serenading a random stranger who we
Yeah,
forgot
so-
he actually knew.
But
I
now,
was just thinking, like, if Jawa Jimmy had done that instead of playing the Omnibox.
yeah, that actually would have been way smarter, but that's okay. Now you know that Sparky likes to sing, and he sings in an auto-tune version of your voice.
Things you learn. Today I learned.
TIL. Okay. All right, so you guys are okay with this plan? She won't take off her mask, but she'll wear big sunglasses, and you won't take her credits, and you won't give her gear, but she'll join you for backup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it does seem like, you know, Rusty's got a good point.
Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, well, let's go with it.
What's
Let's
that?
go.
All right.
No, it just seems like we need more people. Like
Oh, I
I
like
just
it.
always feel like we're outnumbered.
Yeah, like I like
Yeah.
this. You're kind of getting your own hirelings to sort of use because the encounters have been kind of difficult, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and like at this point, I mean, like we could buy all the supplies and weapons, but like we only get so many turns here.
Yeah. The being outnumbered thing. If it wasn't for Genos in the last time, I was like, this is gonna be rough. I had no idea how bad.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way to defeat someone who has force powers is just run them down so they can't do anything because they run out of actions. Okay, so let's as you guys sort of are in here, someone knocks at the door and says, "You you're being summoned," but looks kind of confused. So what happens now? You're ushered into sort of almost like war room of people. Now this isn't all the people that you saw coming in, but there are some very senior people there, and that seems like more recent people who are involved in what's going on. So maybe this is like maybe the High Lord has talked to his advisors. Now maybe he's talking to specific groups. And the High Lord, so everyone sort of sits around this table, gets ready. A couple people stay standing around him. Now, he starts introducing people, but this individual, and as he comes to introduce this individual, and we have someone had a very close interaction with the affairs on Fondor by Haru, and before he's able to move on, she says, "Actually, sir, excuse me, I have a communique through from Grant that I'll put on here." So he goes, "By all means." So she puts Grant, who is holograph, right in the middle of the room. He says, "Everyone."
Could I would it be a sneak to try and use some glitter stim now?
You're talking about secretly doing drugs in the middle of this very important meeting with the High Lord watching. This is like trying to like sneak doing cocaine in front of like the King of England, which some people might find thrilling.
Well, I just mean that all their attention is turned to him, and it gives me the opportunity to get a feel for if anybody's got some crazy like um response or thoughts towards anything that he says.
Uh, you know what? You can to quote Critical Role, you can certainly try.
Guys, this is the dumbest decision Katira's made all night, and she stabbed someone.
I mean, that was a pretty masterful torture session.
It's not too terrible. Oh, it's not too great either. It's a 17.
No, people definitely see you. How do you take glitter stim? Do you just like sniff it or?
Oh, that's a good question. I get maybe I should think about that with response to this because I don't know.
No, they definitely. You're definitely caught here. 17 in front of all these people and guards, just as Grant is popping up. I think someone sees you do this, and these two guards come over and try to take you out of the room.
Well, hold on. If it's something like I guess that's a good question. Like how is it taken? It is.
I was imagining it you just sniffing it because I always thought it was an analogy for cocaine, but I guess it could be other ways. Because it's like a spice.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, I guess you're probably right. So yeah, yeah. Oh, I guess that I did I did roll it. So it's up to you. But I was just thinking like maybe it'd be like a more discreet than snorting cocaine, but you did give that
I
analogy
did
before I rolled it.
warn, and
So
you still did it. Yeah, these guards come
yeah.
and say, "Okay, let's go."
Hold on a minute. In front of the Grand Admiral.
You don't want to make a scene.
You're right. You don't want to make a scene, do you?
Okay, now everyone's starting to look and speak, or look and
I'll
stare.
all right. If people start to look, then Katira will turn with the guards.
Okay.
Not trying to draw a scene.
Okay.
I understand. I agree. You did say that this is like doing cocaine in front of the king. I was thinking it's more discreet than that, but I did roll after you said that, and so yeah, if they're she would just like quietly say to the guard, "You're right. You don't want to make a scene in front of Grant." And if they kind of start to look serious and people are starting to turn their attention, she does not want to pull attention away from Grant, and so she'll depart with that.
Okay. So you guys just saw Katira getting escorted from the room. Your new friend, who it's crazy that she's here, says, "Wow, what's her deal?"
Although, well, how did I question? Here's the question then, because so it's in a hidden compartment in a chronometer. Did she actually take it, or did she
Yeah.
just flip open her chronometer?
No, I would say that
Okay.
you took it. That's why they, yeah.
Then I just want to read on the room before everybody's attention is drawn to Katira by the guards. And or is there something the guards are thinking that she might be able to say to them, I guess. And that's a perception.
Okay, so first, did anybody react strongly in the room? Not really. Not until they started looking at you. Like that was crazy. That elicited very strong emotions. The guards seem to be more worried than anything. You're sensing
Okay.
very strong anxiety over everything.
All right.
Okay, so Rusty, Jawa, Jimmy, Sparky the assassin droid, actual person who has a bounty on her head for who tried to assassinate someone, are still in the room and Grant's there. So Grant says, everyone, if you're in this room, sworn to secrecy. Are we not? So the guard says, no, we haven't vetted everybody. So they're going through, and the assassin said, I'll just wait with my friend outside. And they asked Jimmy if he could turn off the droid or send him outside the room.
Yeah, I'll just take I'll tell Sparky to sit outside.
Okay.
Just for a while. It's just a short while.
All right, and the other, the rest, Rusty and Jimmy, you're known people, so you're in the room. Okay. So Grant says, what I'm about to say is something that cannot be revealed outside these chambers or outside this house. I've been able to discern both the attackers and their approximate location. While it sounds like I've already figured everything out, I don't. I've just figured out more than most. First, the attackers. There is a secret order that exists in our sector. I believe they wish to influence and try to control the new balance of power I've brought to our house through threats and extortion. Second, they have a secret base of operations on Vishtak. It's an inconsequential planet near Duke Auerbeek's Auerbeek. I don't know why I wrote out a name that was so hard to pronounce. Okay, an inconsequential planet near Duke Auerbeek's planet Nisa. Vishtak is controlled by Auerbeek's niece, the Baroness de Latare. Now, the second piece is only a deduction. I have figured out the planet of their headquarters, but not where they are located on it. And further, they have contacted me. They want to meet near that planet, Nisa, at specific. No, sorry. They want to meet on Nisa at specific coordinates. However, this is a trap. Why would I go? Personally, they've also revealed the lone target they were able to kidnap, my sister Decima. So the High Lord bursts into this conversation and starts blustering about going and having to decimate the entire planet to find her. But Grant says no. We're not going to send warships. We're not going to make a spectacle. What we're going to do is send a small team in to Vishtak, the planet, and the team there will be able to find her and extract her. And I've already decided who this team should be. So at this, everyone starts kind of yelling over each other. Grant waits a moment and then continues. It says, this is the team. Well, this is very nearly the same team that extracted me. I have full confidence in their success. I will send you the details momentarily. And then the recording cuts out. So, taking a step back, now you know what Grant knows, or some of it. He knows there's a secret order. He knows where the planet is. He can get you in contact with and get you to this planet There is a baroness that rules it. And after he finishes this speech, the High Lord, says, "Okay, this group will have everything they need within discretion's sake. But this needs to be held close to us with the utmost discretion." So this sort of is setting up the third act. You have a lot of different facts here. You know where to go. Grant has nominated this group to go sneakily retrieve her. And the how and I don't know. I think you guys have sort of figured out a couple of the hows after the conversation. But yeah, this is sort of, how do you want to get there? How do you want to approach this area? Do you want to go in pretending like you don't know where this is? Or do you want to go talk to the Baroness? Like, I think these are all the things you have to do. You're going to have to create like a plan of attack almost on how you want to approach the situation. And so that's sort of where we can call it, but happy to answer any questions to sort of help you guys make decisions.
So, this is this a Mecetti planet?
It is a Mecetti planet.
But he didn't say who the group necessarily was, and he didn't indicate that they were the Macrosa Order.
He didn't.
But he does know it's likely a trap. So it's a trap. How much of a trap would they spring for Grant? And who would want him?
I think they want him because of all the recent stuff he's done. But why would they, But
Come on, Jimmy, Rusty, help me out here.
Sorry, a little tired.
Yeah, I'm totally passing out. Sorry.
That's cool. We can call it. We can call it here. And I'll put this video up. But anyways, you're going to have the support of House Mecetti. You could ask for a number of things as long as they're discreet things. So, you'll have full cooperation of the Baroness of this planet. You can pretty much, figure out however you want to do this yourself. So, you'll need to sort of figure out a plan of attack and then, figure out how you want to do it. But you have more information than what Grant gave because of what you're able to get out of the prisoners. So that's good. But I think here, cool, I'll go ahead and I'll stop the recording. And if you have questions here or later, let me know.